Hey guys, how's it going? CoderMan here. Today's video is on when you should work on your car for DIY and when you should hire a professional. Of course, this is just my opinion, but I also want to get your feedback. This video is going to be a little bit different because you can probably hear in the background I have two new foster kids in the house and they are screaming. So I do apologize if that is being picked up in the microphone, but let's get right into the topic and get started. So before we hop into today's topic, I just want to remind you guys that you can win my camera, and the link is down below in this video as well as the previous video. I'll link the whole contest and everything up in a card above, or actually I think it's on that side. It's always reversed when you're looking at the camera. But yeah, if you want to win the Canon M6 with all the accessories, definitely go ahead and make sure that you enter, because we only got about 50 subscribers before we hit 1,000, and I pick a winner. So as you guys know, I try to work on my car whenever I can. I did the oil change, I've done some tire work, I also did the exhaust replacement so that I could actually pass inspection. So for those who don't know, the IPE exhaust is no more, unfortunately. Massachusetts has really strict inspections for emissions and sound and all sorts of other stuff. They actually put a camera on the car now. So unfortunately I had to get rid of it. But I did that whole process myself, and I could have hired a shop, but it was a lot cheaper for me to do it, and I wanted to actually get under the car and actually do the work. So basically I'll break this into two parts. The first one is you have your general maintenance, your oil changes, light changes, batteries, tires, wheels, whatever. That stuff's all super easy. Important to be safe, especially when you're working on jacks and jack stands. Obviously most important, don't ever get under a car that's on a jack. Always use some other fixed elevation, like a jack stand, ramps, something that's not pneumatic that can't come and just, crush you, which can happen. Look it up on YouTube. There's videos all over of it happening. But for me, it's when it gets more involved. Maybe I don't have a tool. Maybe I don't have the skill set. Maybe it's something safety related. So the car had a recall. It needed a blower motor wire. I'm not going to do that work for two reasons. One, it's really difficult for someone like me to do it who doesn't have the right tools or the experience, but also it was covered by the dealership for free. So, why am I going to take the safety risk and do something that they're doing for free? So for the M3 specifically, we have the rod bearings and the throttle actuators. That you can do yourself. You have to take off the plenum, you have to take off some other pieces, and they're easily accessible. The rod bearings, on the other hand, that's a really big undertaking. You have to take the underside of the car, the oil pan. Some people take the engine out of the car, other people just do it from the bottom, but there's a whole bunch of tolerances, there's a whole bunch of specifics, there's a whole bunch of safety related things. So something like that, I'm gonna hire a shop. And maybe I could DIY it if it was my toy car and I would learn how to do it for fun, but when it's my daily, I need it to work. So that brings me into the next part, which is the time it takes, right? So if you do an oil change or something like that, it may only take an hour, but if you're doing something like rod bearings, it could take the better part of a weekend. And how much does it cost to have somebody else do that versus you doing it yourself? Is it really worth it saving the money, but taking a whole weekend to do something? So as you can tell, at the end of the day, it really comes down to what you're most comfortable doing. If it's a basic thing and you want to, go hop up on YouTube, I'll link some cards up here for the car, for the M3 specifically. I've made videos on how to work on different things. By all means, grab some wrenches and go do it. If it's something safety related, you really have to decide if it's worth it. Are you going to save enough money? Are you competent enough to be able to do it? And, worst case, do you have somebody that can fix your mistakes? Which, bonus tip, if you hire a shop after you've done something, they're going to charge you more. So go ahead and leave a comment below on what types of maintenance you do yourself, actually maintenance or just projects on the car, and which ones you absolutely hire someone to do for you. As always, I appreciate you guys checking out this video. We got about 50 subscribers before we hit 1,000. So if you're new here, please subscribe, like this video, definitely comment below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.